while on Van Damme mode, I decided, why the hell not watch Street Fighter? It's been about 20 years since I've seen it. This is a movie I'd already given 1 star on IMDb. I don't shell out a shitload of 1 stars, guys. But this was a movie that really deserved it. I did not change my mind. And the weird thing about this is, it may not even be the worst video game movie of that year. Double Dragon. So, you have Guile is the lead, played by Van Damme. Raul Julia plays M. Bison. If you're watching this, you probably know all this stuff. The costumes are fairly accurate to the game, and some of the liberties taken with the characters are not that bad. And even M. Bison's arcade cabinet joystick system he uses for his flotation machine, maybe, you know, maybe that's the kind of Easter egg that would work in a better application. This movie's pretty awful. M. Bison's a warlord. There's no real street fighting. Guile has to beat him up. Bad effects that are just kind of lamely passed over, like there's a stealth boat. And when it switches over into stealth mode, you never see it do that. They just kind of cut away. Like, wow, that's convenient. And then Van Damme's in the boat heading to M. Bison's place and watches a tape of him and Charlie. Like, you had that on hand. Like, this movie has the weirdest way of trying to build exposition and character. And that tape thing is just one thing. Like, you know, usually you'd see, like in Top Gun, the guy at the beginning, he's got the picture of his wife, and he's wigging out, having a hard time landing. He didn't put in a tape. Half the dialogue in this movie comes from the PA system. I've never seen a movie use the PA system that much. And in fact, of all the movies I've seen, you add all the PA voice in all those movies, and it's not as much as this movie. It's amazing. Blanca is a half-assed Blanca. Makeup's terrible. Van Damme is not the, I mean, this is a UN stand-in group, and he has to play an American with that accent. I've met Wes Studi. I worked on a movie with him. You know, maybe face-wise, he's not a bad appearance for Sagat. Especially if you're gonna go with this older Sagat arms dealer thing. Is he a hell of a lot shorter? Yeah. He's probably about 5'11". Not, what, 7'3"? But maybe just a few bits and pieces of the movie here and there on their own are not that bad of ideas. Ming-Na, probably not that awful as Chun-Li in a different movie. Kylie Minogue as Cammy, I'm okay with that. You should be too. The fact that they all do their victory pose at the end of the movie shows you that somebody working on this movie was a fan of the games. And they probably got right what they could from the games. I gotta wonder about Stephen E. D'Souza though. The guy wrote Die Hard. And the action in this movie just, it cuts away in weird times. They'll be fighting at this pyramid, and all of a sudden the camera just rolls to the ground for no apparent reason. There's an exchange on the TV earlier between Van Damme and Raul Julia that gets cut so quick while they're not talking, you can't tell what you're even looking at. Street Fighter, 1994, 1 star.